Hello, my name is Gracie and I worked in the beauty industry for 7 years. You may have seen me over on TikTok where I've been spilling the tea for about a year. Maybe you've seen me on Instagram. I'm trying to make it happen, all the platforms. But if you are new here, so am I. So am I. So I thought we'd start off with the basics. After working in the beauty industry for 7 years, I have products that I love and I have products that I hate. But because we're new friends, I'm going to start with things I love and then we can work up to like the sassy gossip, eh? I'm also filming this on my phone, so I don't really know where to look, so apologies if we're not making like the best eye contact. My number one favorite product of all time is actually something I only recently learned about, and that's Hypochlorous Acid. I don't always say it correctly, so I apologize for that. Hypochlorous Acid, what is it? Why do I know that name? If you've heard about the viral Tower 28 spray, Hypochlorous Acid is the thing that does the wonders in it. My personal favorite way to use hypochlorous acid is in a spray. I've got the Skin Happy Coat one because it is an Australian female-founded small business and I'm in love with it. It's also completely fragrance-free. It's literally hypochlorous acid and water. Like there is no additives to this thing. What I love about it is it brings down blemishes before they happen, as they're happening, when they're live. It's really good at preventing a lot of breakouts. It's almost like, imagine like a hand sanitizer for your face. This can go under makeup, like on skincare, before skincare, after skincare. It can go before or after makeup. You can use it as many times as you want throughout the day. Like it is totally fine for your face. I really love it if you're like working out or sweating a little bit because it does help bring down that like post-gym, post-sweat, like little bumps and lumps that often cause that bacteria that then gets worse and becomes a really big breakout. Leaving skincare behind for a moment, I'm going to go over to some makeup and I'm going to tell you the number one high-end makeup primer you need in your entire life. And that is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. Oh my God, it is worth every bit of hype. This bad boy is going to keep your makeup going all day long. I don't care if it is 40 degrees outside. I don't care. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if there's a cyclone. Your makeup will stay with this. This is the number one thing I would recommend for everybody. It's quite good for oily skin. I have really dry skin and it works for me. You only need the littlest amount. Mwah, mwah. Chef's kiss. Another absolute chef's kiss for me is the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Now this is the like balm bronzer. Mine looks a little bit manky, nasty inside because I literally use it every day. I'm obsessed with it. I have mine in shade 2 medium. It blends into it, whether you're wearing no makeup, whether you're wearing a tinted moisturizer, wearing a full coverage foundation, it doesn't matter. This will melt so beautifully into the skin and give you this really like effortless glow. Like I'm obsessed with it. Also looks really good over the lids. It lasts, it's stunning. I also find like this has been lasting me forever. It is so worth the investment. Another thing that I think is worth the investment, and I swear everything is going to be high end in this video, but one of the top things I think is worth your investment in your makeup routine from somebody who's worked in the industry is eyeshadow. The cheaper brands just haven't mastered eyeshadows in the same way that high-end brands have, and not all high-end brands have mastered it either. First of all, eyeshadow goes on one of the most sensitive, like crucial, delicate parts of your face, your eyes. Like you don't want to mess around with that with the ingredients going in there. And also it's something that like you only use a little bit of amount, like you don't use that much powder. So I have been investing in really good eyeshadows recently and I've pretty much narrowed it down to like one palette, and that is the Makeup by Mario. I have it in the Master Mattes, in the warm tone version of the Master Mattes. As you can see, it is very well loved. The colors, you can kind of see the colors I use the most. Sorry about my shaking, I've had a lot of coffee. But it is beautiful. It blends so nicely. I don't care if you're an absolute like first timer with makeup or you're a makeup artist. This is a beautiful eyeshadow palette that is so easy to use and so versatile. I also love that it comes in like a cool toned and a warm tone. So depending on the colors you like to go with, you can just get like the palette that works for you. I am really keen for Makeup by Mario to come out with a few more color variants, maybe something in a bit more of a pinky tone, you know, berries. Like I just want more options with this formula. Something a bit more on the affordable side is the Sephora Collection blush. I have been obsessed with this. I have this in Crazy Cherry because I love doing a little bit of a red blush. We will talk about this later. But red blush just gives you this like really natural flush, but I wasn't sure I wanted to commit at that point, so I got a fairly cheap blush. But this formula lasts like crazy. I am obsessed with whatever is going on with the Sephora Collection. And I've actually heard other people like chatting about it as well. So I feel like Sephora Collection might be onto something. I think we're missing out. So stay tuned. I've got so much I want to share with you, and I love that YouTube gives me a little bit more of a longer form way to talk through makeup tutorials, different looks, different products, skincare, makeup, hair care. You let me know what you want to know from somebody that has worked in the industry for 7 years. I'm going to tell you. Also follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Number one most important thing if you are going to be a part of this channel, subscribe by the way, is don't forget to hit your sunscreen.